All right, hey everyone. I hope your day's going well. It is a beautiful Tuesday across South Texas. We're starting off the day. It was a little bit cool. We had temperatures in the 40s across much of the region, but now temperatures are rising all the way up into the 50s and 60s for today. It's going to be absolutely stunning weather, and we're going to talk all about that coming up. To start off with, though, let's talk a little bit about molds. Molds are coming in at a higher level, and I'll turn down the volume on my computer too here. Molds are coming in at a higher level. You see there at a heavy 2,580 for the count, 40 light for mountain cedar. That's the good news. Ash is at 10 and elm is at 10 as well. I see a few people joining in. Feel free to ask me any questions that you may have about the weather this week. I'd be happy to answer them. Our Calaveras Lake camera still struggling after that ice storm. See, looking down at the ground. Hopefully we can get that fixed soon. The San Antonio airport, 54 degrees. Not looking too bad out of the airport. Looks like an aircraft just landed. Looks like Southwest, I believe, just landed right there at the airport. A beautiful day out there. Not a bad day for flying. And then you see out in northwest San Antonio, temperatures right now at 52 degrees. So not too bad at any of those locations. Sunshine pretty much all the way around. We do have a little bit of cloud cover closer onto the coast there in southern B County, southern Live Oak County, and then stretching on down towards Corpus Christi and Port Aransas. But that's about it. Everyone else seeing the sunshine. Off towards the east part of the Lone Star State, they had a little bit of shower activity earlier on. That's now spreading into the Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. A lot of really heavy rain. Looking well off to the northeast. Thankfully, this rain is going to pass south of Kentucky, up towards Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. They have had some serious flooding issues. You see all those flood warnings in place along the different rivers. That is because of all of the rain that they've experienced more recently. And again, thankfully, this rain passing to their south, but could be causing a few issues down towards Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi as that heavy rain moves through. Of course, that's not the story for us, all that moving away from us. For today, we're just going to be dry. Lots of sunshine, windy conditions at times. You see 20-mile-per-hour winds sustained in New Braunfels, stronger gusts at times. It is going to be a lot quieter compared to yesterday as far as the wind is concerned. Definitely not as windy. So I see Lola saying, Cedar should never come back. It really makes my life miserable. Lola, don't worry. I think we're on the tail end of it, seeing it go away more and more, and I think it's going to be away completely here pretty soon. I see it's hot at the airport right now. That's what Adrian's saying. Deb says, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Danny says, can I wash my car? And the answer is yes. Now is the perfect time to get out there and wash your car because we have a lot of dry weather ahead of us for this next week. Get out, go off to the car wash. And you know what? I think I'm going to go get my car washed later today myself. It could use it. My car could definitely use a car wash as well. So, Danny, great weather for car washes. I'd imagine that there's going to be some long lines at the ones around town as we head throughout today. Lola says she's been trying to wash her car. So, yeah, today's the day for it. And you'll see that we're going to be dry over the next few days. We'll show that in the 7-day forecast in a moment. 58 right now in Pearsall, 59 in Pleasanton, 54 in San Antonio. Not too bad. Lots of 50s to go around. Again, we head throughout today. The temperatures, they rise up to the 60s. Lots of sunshine. We move into tomorrow. We start off cold, 30s and 40s. But watch what happens as we head throughout the day. These temperatures really rebound. That timestamp in the top right corner of your screen shows by 4 p.m. on Wednesday, temperatures rise all the way up to the 60s and 70s across the region. Beautiful weather to get outside and enjoy some of this nice weather. It's going to be great with the sunshine, the warmer conditions. I think I'm going to go for a run on the Riverwalk tomorrow just because it is going to be so nice. Of course, socially distanced, we're still trying to be careful. The coronavirus numbers have really gone down in the city, and that's great news, but we still got to do our part to make sure everybody stays safe because they're not down to zero. So great weather to get outside, though. Do some social distancing at one of the beautiful parks. Have lunch outside. Have dinner outside. It's going to be warm. It's going to be nice. Make plans outdoors for tomorrow. We've got beautiful parks all across South Texas. Now, making our way into Thursday morning, you may be saying, man, that looks like a little bit of a gloomy start, 6:30 a.m., 40s with a little bit more moisture building in, but not enough to cause any rain issues. We're going to stay dry still for Thursday. You see the temperatures up to the 50s by the time we get to 10:30. Well, we'll be rising to the 70s by the time we get into Thursday afternoon. Here's a look at what we have as far as the rainfall is concerned over the next 7 days. Not looking great. You see there that we have no rain expected over the next 7 days, at least no measurable rainfall. We need the rain. Just doesn't look like we're going to get it. Adrian has a good question. He's saying, is it safe to start your garden? And the answer is you could, but it's kind of risky. So our latest freezes on record for San Antonio happened at the end of March. Our typical last freeze. So on average, when our last freeze is, I believe it's February 24th. And as we make our way into March, freezes become less frequent. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible at all. We could still have a late March freeze. It's still possible. So I'd say it's safe, but keep an eye on the forecast because you may have to cover up the ground where the plants are for a night or two when it's colder. If you want to be really safe, I'd wait till at least mid-March. That's when we're going to have a better idea on if we could have another cold swing. But the 8 to 14-day forecast shows a lot of warmer conditions, and I'm going to show that in a second as well with that 7-day forecast. So not a lot of rain the next week. We could use the rain. Drought conditions continue to worsen. We have moderate to severe drought across the region. You see down towards LaSalle County. We do have a little bit of extreme drought starting to creep further on off towards the north. We are going to be watching drought conditions worsen, I think, by the time the drought monitor updates on Thursday. We do have a trace of rain recorded for the month of March so far. That occurred just yesterday. So a trace of rain at the airport, but no real measurable heavy rainfall. Again, we finished January and February behind average. We need more rain. Let's hope we can get it. The aquifer is doing fine. It continues to rise after we had the issue with the pipes bursting and the increased usage. During the middle of February, we saw the aquifer really drop, but it just continues to improve. So what can we expect for this week? Well, we have our first system that moved through. That's this cold front right here. That's what brought us the little bit of shower activity yesterday, as well as the cooler weather that we had yesterday. That was the first system. Now we're under a ridge for the Lone Star State. When we talk about ridge, I want you to think of warmer air, calmer weather. So over the next few days here, we're going to see a warm-up. The timestamp in the top right corner of your screen showing that this is Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. So we're dry, we're warm for the next few days. The next system that's expected to bring a cool down is expected to sweep off to our north at 5 by the time we head into Friday. So that's going to bring some increased cloud cover, but it's not going to be strong enough to bring us really any rain. We're still going to be dry. Behind it, it sweeps in a little bit of cool air briefly, but I think we're going to see temperatures warm up nicely by the time we head into next week with a little bit more of a ridge over our area. So beyond the 7-day forecast, I'm willing to bet we're going to be warmer and we're going to be dry, at least until what's going on off towards the west coast. This system sweeps across our region, and it still could end up just staying off to the west and sweeping further to the north. It's still up for debate whether that will happen or not. When you get further away from an actual event happening, the forecast can be a little more iffy. So here's your 7-day forecast. Again, we're starting to warm up by Monday. You see up there by 69, but Saturday and Sunday bringing a brief little bit of a cool down. But before we even get there, we're dry, we're warm. That ridge keeps our temperatures going all the way up to the 70s for highs for Friday. It's still going to be a beautiful weekend to get out and have outdoor activities. 40s for lows, 60s for highs. Not bad at all. That's pretty much an all-star 7-day forecast. But again, even though it's nice to be dry, we could still use a little bit of rain. So let's hope we can get some rain in here soon. The 8 to 14-day forecast shows, again, above average temperatures are going to be possible. Cooler for our friends off towards the west coast. And then you see drier than average conditions expected from day 8 through day 14 as well. So that drier pattern we're stuck in, it just continues. If you're going to be traveling across the Lone Star State over the next 3 days, here's a look at the forecast. Lots of sunshine, dry conditions, fine weather for traveling, 60s and 70s for highs, nothing to complain about. I mean, it's going to be really dry here over the next week. And then you see for the Texas State Park forecast for tomorrow, great weather for hiking, pretty much nothing to really be concerned about. So let's take a look at the beach forecast as we make our way into this weekend. Some of y'all may be planning a little bit of an escape. Now, it's looking like we'll have 60s to 70s for highs all across the coastline as we make our way throughout the weekend. You may be saying, wait, it's cooler closer to the beach? Why is that? The answer is water temperature. The water temperature is still pretty cool, from the winter time, whenever we had the cooler temperatures move in, and it takes longer for the water to warm up compared to land. So that's one of the reasons why it's so much cooler close on to the water. Now, if you get further inland, it is going to be a little bit warmer as we make our way throughout the next week. So still great weather to head out to the beach. You just may need a jacket. And if you don't want to be on the beach with a jacket, then it's just not the weekend for you. But we got warmer weather coming in. It's March now. We'll continue to see these temperatures go up. So, guys, that's about it. I just wanted to hop on and give you a quick update to the forecast. I don't see any more questions popping in here. I hope you can have a wonderful rest of your day. Get out and enjoy it. It's going to be a beautiful one. Lots of sunshine. I think I'll take a run later on after I'm done with work later today. It's just going to be so nice out there. Can't miss it. So have a great one. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson's on at noon today with an update to the forecast. And then, of course, we'll have an update to all the news around the region. I believe we're supposed to get a big update on some things from Governor Abbott today. So be on standby for that. Keep updated with KENS 5. And remember, you can get those updates all the time with the KENS 5 app. We'll, of course, have updates coming out all throughout the day there on KENS5.com, here on Facebook, on YouTube as well, where we're live right now. And then at 4, 5, 6, and 10, meteorologist Bill Taylor is going to be on with the latest update to the forecast. And then, of course, we'll have the latest update to news across the region. Have a wonderful day. Jenny says thank you. Jenny, no problem. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And, of course, we're going to continue to keep you updated on everything throughout it right here at KENS 5.